Coming up on the show, celebrity sightings. I saw one this weekend. You're never going to guess who, or maybe you will. Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik get into a fight. Justin Bieber at Coachella. And we have a singer-songwriter on staff here at the Adam Wilde and Jax Show, and she went viral. All right, well, listen, I want to start today's show with a little bit of a continuation of something we did last week. Can I do that?
That was really vague.
Well, because we were talking about, remember we were talking about niche celebrities, talking about Tom Sandoval from Vanderpump Rules charging $61, very specific price, for being a DJ in Oshawa.
Making his bed.
Yeah, making his bed. And we went through like the cost of like going to see people in those venues and how much money those guys can make, like who are like former reality show stars or current reality show stars just for showing up. So this is not quite that, but I did see a celebrity this weekend.
So this is your you saw a celebrity this weekend.
This is my long way of explaining that I saw a celebrity this weekend, and then I want to know how I should have handled myself versus how I did.
Okay, who and where and what?
So you have to guess.
Drake.
Yes.
Oh my God! What? Okay, so the only reason I immediately guess him is because he's in town shooting. He has a whole ice block thing going on.
Yeah.
So I assumed it was him. Where'd you see him? What was he doing?
Well, so I can't say where I saw him. It was a restaurant in Toronto because I don't want to give that away. I feel like that's
Why? No, that's
is that
Soto.
No, it was not Soto. I haven't been to Soto for a long time.
You can just say the restaurant.
Yeah, you can.
I could. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's Toronto.
Okay, so it's a steakhouse and it's called Linny's and it's in Ossington.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Linny's. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. Anyway, the funny thing about it was that when we recognized him, it wasn't him that we recognized. It was the person with him.
His child.
No, not his child. No, he didn't bring his child.
Okay.
This is like 9, 10 o'clock at night. No.
Who was he with?
His dad. And I recognize, we all recognize his dad first because dad's got the mustache and everything.
Yeah.
And they were just sitting together having meal. And sometimes with celebrities, certain celebrities will like go to a back room.
Yeah.
Or they'll face the wall sometimes because you see like the back of their head.
Yeah.
No, he was just sitting at the bar with his dad, having a great time. He had a couple of like nondescript security there. He has to, right?
Yeah, of course.
But like really nice guys. And so I handled it one way. My brother-in-law handled it another way. Are you ready?
Okay. Which way did who handle what?
So
that doesn't make sense. But you know what I mean.
As we were walking out, first up, I realized like I've interviewed a lot of celebrities, been very lucky with radio and stuff, as have you, Jax. But I've never interviewed him.
He doesn't do press.
No.
Yeah, nobody's interviewed him. Yeah.
Never been in the same room as the guy. So I walked by and it was just, I don't get starstruck, but it was definitely like, oh yeah, there he is. That's cool. And so I said nothing and I kept walking because that's always my thing. My brother-in-law, who was just having the best time, just generally having a very, very good time this weekend, yelled, "Drake, you're the man."
That's really nice though.
And Drake waved to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, maybe I should have said that. I should have said something, right?
I don't. You know what? I think that your brother-in-law said enough for the both of you.
Okay.
I do.
I should have joined him in that.
I think you're good. I also think, I don't know, he's home. And that's why I'm like, you can just say what restaurant you were at. Like he's always everywhere. It's not
it's a very Toronto experience, I think, to run into him.
It's not crazy to see Drake out and about eating. Like he is often home. He has a home here. But I don't think he minds being like yelled at like great things. Like Drake, love you. Like that's the worst things could happen on Ossington on a Saturday night. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I felt pretty, I don't know what it was. I was just like, damn, that's cool. Cause again, that's somebody that never run into. And everybody has a Drake story in Toronto. Everybody has somewhere they would run into him or, oh, I was at this and he was there or whatever. I didn't have one until now.
I've had a couple of close calls with him, but I've never seen him IRL.
What are
I've
the
been
close
in the
calls?
Same, I was when Raptors, it wasn't the big 2019 run, but maybe it was 2018. They got pretty close to winning.
Yeah, they kept getting LeBron.
Yes. Yeah. And he was in town. And so I was at an after party down by the ACC that he was at. So he was in the same room as me. I could feel him.
You could feel his presence.
I could feel his presence. And then oddly enough, an Ed Sheeran show, like in 2016 or 2017, I went to an after party at that bar under the ACC. There's
there's a in Scotiabank Arena, it used to be called ACC.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
There are several private restaurants, But is that the one with the crazy marble on it? Whatever.
Yeah. And it's like
Yeah.
really dark.
Yes.
And so we went to, like, it was with a record label, and we went downstairs for the Ed Sheeran after party or whatever. And then we were trying to leave, and they're like, nope, sorry, no access. We are like, what do you mean access to leave? And they were shutting everything down because Drake was coming in.
Oh.
So they were just trying to keep everybody, like, an eye on everybody. So we had to stay until Drake and his 17 people come in.
Even among the super wealthy, of which Jax was rubbing shoulders that night, that Drake would draw a crowd.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you can see videos of him whenever he's home, like in Yorkville, just like having a lunch or whatever on a patio. People flock to him. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know you've driven by his house a few times. I think
haven't we all?
You've done it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's first off, going to where his house is not like a secret. Don't like hang out and linger and be weird, but Bridle Path is gorgeous just to go see the houses. They're crazy.
It's gorgeous, he has a security. I mean, I'm sure he has way more security than that, but he's got there's like a Hyundai accent out front.
Yes, and it's
like
just
a
parked
guy
in the way.
Just like sitting there, and he's like, and then you drive too slow, and he'll be like, and I'm like, okay, gotta go.
Can you imagine that guy has to sit there all day and deal with people like us? And just like, no stopping, no taking pictures.
Because I think about, if he's living in Calabasas or Hidden Hills, etc., they're all gated communities. Do we have gated communities in Toronto?
I don't know if we're
not rich enough to know.
No, I don't. Yeah, I honestly don't know, because I can tell you like some of the rich neighborhoods in Toronto are like Rosedale, Forest Hill. You can drive right through them.
Yeah, they're just on the main road.
Yeah. So I mean, and then there's up in Bayview and like Shepherd area.
Yeah.
And then there's also Hogs Hollow. You can drive through Hogs Hollow. It's gorgeous. But most people in Toronto don't even know Hogs Hollow exists. It's just this stunning little valley in Toronto with these beautiful homes, and it's like idyllic. It's stunning. But I don't know that we have that, because I think gated communities come with a whole bunch of like fees and stuff that people are like, oh, this sounds nice, and then they get them and like, oh, this is just like paying an outrageous condo fee every month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what, I don't want to move to the gated community.
I know, Jax, I know.
I find it's too high. It's simply too high.
And being the rich person that you are, it's so nice that you're so down to earth. You're just like the rest of us. It's nice.
Yeah, I just will not leave this house because it's rent controlled. Like, well, I won't leave. Yeah, that's actually the real reason. Okay, so you saw Drake. Did you make eye contact with him?
I didn't. I think he saw us going, but I did not make direct eye contact with him.
I think if I saw him in the wild, I would look him in the eyes. I said, I love you.
Have you ever met somebody and kind of frozen and made like a comment like that?
Oh yes. On Ossington one time. Now this is a very niche thing, but
we love this.
I saw the actor who played Jenny in The L Word, the HBO.
No way. You saw someone from The L Word and you freaked out.
I saw her out and about, and I was at the same restaurant as her. And this is back in the day when I drank a lot. And I was chipper, and I was looking forward to seeing her. And I played it really cool. But on the way out, because her character, the whole thing is like, who killed Jenny Schechter? So on the way out, I said, who killed you? And she said, what? And I said... And she said, ha. And I said, ha. And then I asked her for a picture. I doubled down.
What did she say?
She said, yes. I'll find the picture for you. I'll find the picture for you.
That's
but I
great.
look like I have a backpack on. Like, where the fuck was I going?
Yeah.
Like Dora the Explorer.
Were you doing the high school thing, carrying booze in your backpack?
Like, probably. Like,
remember that? Clinking bottles or something like that?
Yeah, in there. But you got to pad them with your shirts.
Or socks. Put the socks over the beer bottles. That's what I always did.
So
why are there so many socks in your backpack, Adam?
You can say many things for
well,
socks.
you can say many things for that, but it was not that, okay?
Okay, so what else is not bad and wild? What else is going on?
Well, I think I want to talk about a little bit about what happened in Coachella this weekend, because Justin Bieber, it's so funny. I saw an article about Karol G, and Karol G's a new up-and-coming pop star. Whatever she got paid to do for Coachella, she apparently spent triple on her set, which was big and showy, and it had great, very well received. But, it speaks, I think, to the power of Justin Bieber that he did something so stripped down and hung out on weekend one that he was the guy that stole the show anyway. And so weekend two, Billie Eilish is on stage with him. And she was a huge Bieber fan growing up. And I thought that was pretty cool.
If you were somebody who went to see weekend one, and then you saw what happened at Weekend 2, would you be pissed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. Also, just a quick correction. Karol G's not new.
Oh, Karol G's not new. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For some people that don't know who Karol G is.
She's new to maybe like the mainstream
she's
world.
been around. Adam
but she's been around.
listens to only AC/DC.
That's
so
right.
True.
Another new and upcoming band, you know?
Karol G's, excuse me, Karol G's not new.
I just want to clarify for everyone listening. She's not new.
You're right. You're right.
I would be livid if I was.
Yeah, no.
I also think it shows, and obviously Justin Bieber has a huge catalog and everything, but some people were saying like men do the least. And get
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think Justin's put on shows before.
He's put on fantastic shows.
Yeah.
And I love that Billie was up there.
I know. It was such a nice moment.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys saw the video, but Hailey Bieber kind of like pushed her up there.
Up there when they were in the crowd and they were like singing along and like hugging and stuff like that. Yeah. I think if I was an onlooker of Weekend 1, I'd be upset about Weekend 2 because
Would
it
you?
seems like yes.
Just better?
Yeah, they say that they bring out the big, like, because all the actual celebrities and all of the like friends and families and like the people who quote unquote matter go the second weekend, where it's only just the influencers for the first weekend. So they're like, they don't really usually put on the best show.
Oh.
Also, Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Madonna?
Yes. She looked great.
Jesus.
And I think she's got that new album, Confessions on a Dance Floor, too.
Mhm.
And I think, so when Confessions first came out,
Changed my life.
life-changing album, great album. By the way, Hung Up was great, but Sorry was better.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Sorry's
say.
incredible. Yeah.
I was just starting in radio when that happened. And so to me, that is like a real formative time. I was an intern.
Yeah.
It was like those songs were really happening. They were playing them at the clubs. Like it was really, and we do live to airs. It was very cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering, I'm like, this is a long time. It's been it's been 20 years. Is she going to be able to pull off a dance album? And is it going to feel the same? Or is it going to feel new and exciting? Because what was so amazing about that album is everybody kind of looked at Madonna at that point and was like, well, she'll just do nostalgia tour stuff or whatever. But no, she came out, had that album, and then
I get like shivers thinking about that album. I think of like being like 19 on the dance floor at Reflections, like the queer bar in Halifax, and like probably fighting with my ex-girlfriend, but being like, I need to shake it off. I need to dance. And like, Hung Up's just like pounding through the walls.
yes.
I would still dance. I'll dance to whatever Madonna puts out. I think that it doesn't matter the age. It matters the access, and she has access to every incredible producer on this planet.
Yeah.
And it's like between her and Robin, there's like this like circling
Robin,
back of dance music, which is going to be a lot of fun. Also, I don't know if you guys saw Moby performed at Coachella.
And he sampled the Eminem line.
Yeah. It was like so there's like this resurgence of like nostalgic early 2000s dance that I'm all about. I think it's going to be a good summer.
People were talking about, there's actually like articles on this, which I was reading one the other day and I forget who by, but it was about how when all that music came out, it was just before and just after some of that dance stuff.
Yeah.
Just before and just after the crash in 2008.
Yeah.
And so, the crash when I was starting in thing had not happened yet, but it was bubbling. And, a lot of people turned to house and dance and that sort of thing
As an escape. Yeah.
Because it was, before that, it had been like new metal, like Limp Bizkit and stuff like that had been kind of dark, but the economy was good. And the economy went bad and the music got all poppy and happy. And you remember Katy Perry broke and Lady Gaga broke. And that same summer, both of those artists broke. It was crazy.
That's so interesting because there's a lot of parallels. Like there's a lot of similarities. People are desperate for joy and like there's this like desperation for dance, right? So I wonder if that's, even Harry Styles' album, right? Like he's going to be on tour also, or not on tour, but doing his residency in the States all summer, and people are like gripping onto lightness and levity. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how the music cycle sort of reflects what's happening in the world? Sometimes it's just the opposite, right?
Also, if you think about like late 80s, early 90s, like the AIDS crisis, like a lot of like big dance music was coming out.
Yes.
And like it was like people being like, the world is, that's really interesting.
It is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because if you look at patterns, 70s, the era of disco coming out, like post.
In the late 70s, there was a fuel crisis.
Yeah.
Right. So that fueled a lot of issues and anxiety at that time. And then
That's so
obviously late
interesting.
80s, there was not just like the AIDS crisis was enormous. There was also some other things. The economy was not doing well.
Yeah.
Like it's everything's still cyclical, including the economy. But the music cycle is so interesting because it is such a timepiece and a reflection. And, it's funny because people will say like, and it's partially true that the music industry is so commoditized that, oh, well, it doesn't really reflect. It's sort of what you're being told to like. And I just don't think that that's true. I think people respond to what they respond to. And I was listening to a podcast about the music business the other day, and it was talking about artists' control has never been higher than right now. And you know how, like Taylor Swift, for instance, had to buy her music back, right? And there was a whole thing about that. She recorded the second albums, all of that, and then is finally able to grab her. If Taylor Swift were to break today, chances are she'd already own it. And the reason for that is that record companies today will not sign you unless you already have a following. And so when you walk into that office, they want you to have a following, but they want control, but you've got control because you've got the following.
Yeah.
So oftentimes bidding wars happen and they have to turn over that music right away.
It's like, this is my brand. I've already built it. It comes with me and it's mine.
Exactly.
And I love that.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
I don't.
So it gives them more creative control over where they're going too.
I don't want to like get too crazy here, guys, but if we are following the patterns, if we're being cyclical,
I'm ready.
maybe Rihanna will put out a new album, because if we're looking at the patterns, around
You don't think so, do you?
2008, Take a Bow came out when the economy crashed. So I think if we're going back in time, repeating patterns, I think we have a new Rihanna album coming out.
You think so?
Mhm.
You've been, so we went our
Obviously,
entire
it's been
time
10 years.
at Virgin Radio when we were doing mornings, and Jax would be like, I feel like that album's coming out, and it never came out.
I left radio because Rihanna didn't put out an album. I said, I can't be here anymore. I
We were
can't
there
do
for
this.
5 years
I
and
can't-
nobody.
I can't do this anymore. And you know what? When it comes out, it'll heal us all.
It will.
It'll heal
It
all
will.
of us. Yeah.
I'm curious about what direction she actually would go if she did come
Oh,
back.
she's going to put out some fuck music.
Would
Sorry,
you-
excuse me. Sorry.
Would it be
excuse me.
dance or would it be hip hop or what would it be? Like,
I
what
think
is she
it'll
going
be
to do?
I think it'll be a mix of dance. I think it's going to be really Caribbean inspired.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be sexy. I think it's going to be hot. I think it's going to be,
Yeah?
you know what I mean?
Okay,
Kind of
all right.
music. Yeah, but it's going to, yeah, I hope it's just like Needed Me. I hope it's the anti-album over and over and over.
That was a great album.
Yeah, that was so good.
Hey, let's have a chat.
The tax deadline is April 30th. So if you haven't filed, this is your sign.
We've both done ours, and honestly, the biggest thing is just getting it done and not stressing about it.
And TurboTax makes that part easier. Their experts have your back no matter where you are.
If you have any last-minute questions or you're unsure about something, you can get answers before you file.
And they can review your return before your submission so that you feel extra confident.
At this point, it's just about getting it done on time.
No stress, no guessing.
Beat the April 30th deadline and file confidently today with TurboTax. Experts only available with TurboTax Expert Assist and TurboTax Expert Full Service. See guarantees at turbotax.ca/guarantees. I want to talk to guys about, did you see the news in keeping with music, Zayn Malik and Louis Tomlinson?
Mm-hmm.
So this is interesting. And I wanted to get your thoughts on this. So the story is, these two guys are from One Direction. And I have a feeling that there was a big 1D fan in this room. A feeling that one of us might have been a hardcore One Direction fan. So I've definitely been dying to ask you about this, Steph. These two guys were obviously a part of, One Direction, part of a reality show. What was it called again? It was
X Factor.
X Factor.
And in the UK, they put these kids together. They turn into this global sensation. I remember I went and saw the One Direction movie in theaters. Really, like all of them had very distinct personalities. They all seemed like really fun guys. Zayn, a little bit more brooding than the rest
Yeah,
of them.
he's moody. He's mysterious.
But according to The Sun in the UK, which I'm not sure is to be
Yeah.
trusted, so let's grain of salt this.
Okay.
There was an altercation, and Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik were putting together a show for Netflix where they sort of reunited, sort of talked a little bit about their One Direction experience together, and then, went on like a road trip.
Yeah.
That was what I heard. So what apparently there was a fight during filming of this show, and it was a reality show, and apparently it had to do with Zayn Malik making a crack about Louis Tomlinson's mom, who
Mhm.
passed away suddenly in 2016.
Like,
And then Tomlinson allegedly took a step forward towards Malik, and then Malik punched him in the face. And so that's what the story has. That's the story that's been dropped. This happened. It's funny. This happened 6 months ago. Nobody knew about it. Now they do. It's come out.
It's strange.
Nobody's denied it, but I wanted to know kind of what your thoughts were, Steph, because like
Steph
Zayn,
doesn't believe it.
you don't believe it?
I don't know. It's hard to believe because I'm like, they just filmed a whole show and then he makes a random comment about his dead mom, like, and they get into this massive fight. Like, it just seems so out of pocket. Like,
Seems like details are missing, right?
yeah. And like, it's not impossible to believe that maybe Zayn could do that because apparently he's had like a lot of history of allegations and like this and that and issues. But it's just like confusing to me. I'm like, do we know if this is true? And like, is this just, I mean, it's not great PR for their show, but like,
Yeah.
what? I'm confused.
I am too. And I wonder, can I be totally cynical for a second?
Yeah.
Did they put this out there so that people will demand the show? And then they'll release it?
Maybe. And like Zayn's in the hospital right now
Yeah, he's
for
like-
like reasons we don't really know. And it's just, it feels like weird timing. Like, why didn't this come out earlier? Why is it coming out now? Zayn's in the hospital. Nobody's like really said anything about it, but apparently they unfollowed each other
On Instagram.
on Instagram. So it's like something
Girl.
happened, I guess. But did they just unfollow each other now, or did they follow each other 6 months ago when this happened? Like, I'm confused.
And if it did happen 6 months ago, they unfollowed each other. Wouldn't it have broken then?
Exactly. And people would have
Right?
been like, they unfollowed each other on Instagram then. So I'm confused.
You know, 1D fans, they're still hardcore. They'd still
Yeah.
know.
Something's fishy here.
Yeah.
And these seem like, I don't know, there's always a lot of drama around Louis.
Is there? Yeah. I guess he's
Oh,
kind of
yeah?
I
outspoken.
don't
Is
know,
there?
he just seems like, because he puts out okay music and he like works hard, but
He hasn't had the hits. That
he
Zayn's
hasn't had the hits. And I think that they're just making up some drama here.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And it is the British tabloids. We do need
Right.
to remind ourselves
Yeah.
of that. They're crazy over there.
They're also paid for a lot of things, right?
Yes,
so
they
it's,
are.
Yeah. So it could just be
But
making
that's
up.
why I wondered if this was like, let's plant the seed for promotion, because it's
weird.
Netflix would have sunk some money into this.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you don't release it, you're not getting it back.
Yeah.
So is it like the infamous show, and then hey, a good reality show usually ends the season with a fight?
Yeah.
Maybe not a physical one, but a yelling match, right?
Yeah, it's weird. And you would just think like after Liam and everything that happened that the guys like would take a different route of like,
Yeah.
It seems
Being
really
friends.
dramatic and it seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. it
Yeah, and I
does.
also like, I didn't know that. Well, I heard that they were putting out a show, but nobody really demanded the show. You know, is Harry Styles putting out a show? That's what
I think
I'd like
Harry
to know.
Styles will be putting out like a live concert
Yeah.
thing from Madison Square Garden, because he's going to be living in New York for the next 3 months doing that
I
residency.
hope that they're okay. Also, doesn't Zoe live there?
Zoe who?
where?
So doesn't
So we
Zoe
live in New York?
Yeah,
Oh, I think so.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
probably.
Zoe, why am I blanking?
Zoe
on all
Kravitz.
this? Kravitz.
Is he dating Zoe Kravitz?
Oh my God. Are you
Is that for
living
real?
under
I
a
don't-
rock?
What?
Wow, really?
Where
Harry
have you
Styles
been?
is dating Zoe Kravitz? What a resume
For
this
like-
guy
is he
has.
joking?
For like the last year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I missed that completely.
What?
Yeah. I know. You're looking at me like, I'm usually good on this stuff. I did not know
Adam, they're
that.
in love. Look at them. Look how hot they are.
Oh, they would be an insanely hot couple. Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
Did you guys see? Listen, I'm gonna guess that the answer is no, but I'm assuming you didn't
Look at
see.
how hot they are.
Oh, that's a good looking couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys didn't see the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
No.
She is Catwoman in it, and oh my God, steals the show. Like
I bet she does. She's perfect.
she's actually perfect. Yeah,
Even
She
her
is
in the
stunning.
studio is so good.
So good in the studio. Jax, you still haven't seen the studio.
I
have
haven't
you?
watched it fully.
Oh,
know.
Zoe's scenes in it are just
Amazing.
they're perfect. She's in it for a couple of episodes. Steph is right.
Yeah.
How old is Zoe?
I don't know.
Oh, we're the same age, Adam.
Yeah, I think she's your age.
Well, she's not Adam's age because Adam's older
I'm older
than
now.
us.
I'm 38 now, not
Zoe-
37.
Zoe and I are the same age.
No.
Adam's older.
Are you older than Zoe, or is she older than you? Do we know the birthday?
I'm younger than Zoe.
Oh, okay. So
I'm 3 months-
she will join me before you do.
Zoe Kravitz's birthday is December 1st, 1988.
Okay. All right. Oh, so you'll join me before she does.
I'll
I got
join
it.
you before.
I
We'll
got
just be
it.
two old guys. She's like both 21 and also 50. You know, like she's so
I
wise.
know.
Interesting. Sorry, there's a
No,
tangent
this
for
is
you.
great. I learned something today.
I do want to say though that we've talked about a lot of popular music today, and I think we do a disservice if we didn't bring up the most popular music of all time, and that is Stephanie's career
Yes.
as a cover
Yes!
artist. So
Producer Stef was a
Yeah.
singer-songwriter, and we just found this out.
we
This
just
is
found this
so
out last week,
embarrassing.
and we've done some digging. I've had some DMs happen because Stephanie hid the fact that she was a soul singerstress. You were beautiful, and there's the history. The internet never deletes
So
history.
you had DMs about this.
I had some DMs about this, yes. And I heard
We're-
firsthand from Stephanie's fandom. So as you may recall, Stephanie is an artiste. Producer
this.
Stephanie lived a whole different life as a singer-songwriter, mostly covering other people's music. Did you do some originals?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. She's
I love that you did that.
creative.
That's awesome. And
what a force.
and you know, can I just say something? Like Stephanie's hating this.
Yeah.
But for anybody to sing in front of a camera at a computer and go, yes, I will put this on the internet, that takes guts, man.
Yeah.
The internet's the worst. And it's like you're auditioning for all the most horrible people in the world and some nice ones. And I just think that this is cool that you did this, especially. How old were you when this happened?
I started playing guitar when I was like 14 or 15 and then started writing songs at the same time. And then I think I put it out when I was 16
So
on
you're
YouTube.
a teenager and you're putting this out. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And not only, Adam, I have so much to say about this.
Give it to me.
Not only did she put it out on the internet, she also performed live at talent shows. And honestly, your friend Scotty said she was really good. Somebody slid into my DMs, said that I went to high school with Steph, and yes, she did play guitar and she sang. And she used to play in a lot of talent shows. We're so proud of how far she's come and how successful she is in her career. Maybe you guys can convince her to go and play live for you guys.
You know what? When we do our
Absolutely
first live
not.
show, Steph should open.
I really
No.
think that she should.
She
That's
should bring the
not
house down.
happening.
Absolutely.
No.
Scotty said lots of Jonas Brothers for sure is what she covered.
Can you do
Taylor
Burning
Swift.
Up live?
No,
You do
absolutely
an acoustic Burning Up? I
No.
love that song.
Now, we also found a link, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because
I think Jax is enjoying this more than anybody in the
I
world.
was excited. I love my guy Steph. Like I
Absolutely.
ride for my guy Steph. Now, it's not only us that love Steph. 54,000
Sorry?
other people have watched this.
Stephanie?
54,000. We've got 164 comments. Really, really, really good. You did a great job. You're really beautiful, and it looks like and you're a natural beauty. Somebody said 16 years ago, so effortless and amazing. You're so good. Another comment from 15 years ago. I love your hair and your energy. So I think that we should listen to this.
No.
Yes.
No, we shouldn't.
Now, if you're not watching the podcast and you're just listening, I'll set up the scene for you. She's backlit. She's backlit, which I think she would not like her lighting now, but you know what? We've learned. She has a cast iron bed. Are you in your spare bedroom or is
Which
this your
one
bedroom?
is this? That's my childhood bedroom.
Okay, so she's got a cast iron bed. There's some stuffies, I think. This is, Adam, with 438 thumbs ups and 54,000 views.
That's incredible.
Cover of Catch Me by Demi Lovato.
Okay.
This actually was my favorite song.
Producer Stef has replaced this audio. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, she's good.
Producer Stef has replaced this audio. Sorry for the inconvenience.
This is my nightmare.
And you're 16?
That's really good, Stephanie.
Probably.
Hey.
Producer Stef has replaced this audio. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Please shut it off.
I am really impressed.
I'm putting hold music for everybody
I was
on
doing
the
M-
audio
I
platforms.
was doing MDMA in the woods at 16. You're covering incredible music. Like that's beautiful.
amazing.
You should. I love you. You are so talented.
You
in
should
every
be
way.
proud of that. You
Yeah.
should be very proud of that.
Thank
And
you.
that took guts too. Seriously.
yeah.
Kinda, like you're kind of like velvety, kind of smoky.
You've got a very
yeah.
it's like a very clean, crisp voice.
Crisp
Like it
and
cuts
calming,
right through. It's
yeah.
great.
Thanks.
Stephanie, we
you.
love you.
It's
Okay.
so
And
embarrassing.
54,000 people
54,000.
watched that. That's crazy.
54,000.
So when that went viral, because that's viral, what was that like when you're 16?
It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
It felt weird at that time.
Did you get recognized at
Um,
like a school? Because
I
people
don't
loved
know.
YouTube.
You know what? It's funny. No, I've never been like recognized, but like when I started posting TikToks like later in life, somebody had commented and was like, "Oh my God, I used to watch you on YouTube."
No way.
Cool.
And that was weird.
That's very cool.
Like I think people in like the Jonas Brothers,
Fan
Taylor
groups.
Swift communities like
It's a heck of a community to be in.
came across it, I guess. But yeah, I don't really talk about this anymore because it's so embarrassing.
Oh, you shouldn't be embarrassed at all. I know. Listen, it's so funny because certain artists are like you see this sometimes too. Like I remember back in the day, people you would come in to the radio station and they would bring an artist with them that nobody had ever heard of, and then they would play that artist on like a CD or something, or on their phone, and then you'd like listen to it with the PD and the artist in the room, PD being the program director who runs the radio station. And I can remember too, sometimes they'll like bring guitar and perform. And I always thought that has to be their worst nightmare, because you're doing it to a bunch of industry people and there's like 15 people there. I always think it's easier to talk to 500 people than 15.
It's so true.
And so like, but you did that like on your own in front of the whole world. And I think that's kind of neat.
But even that, it was like so much easier to like put up a YouTube video than to like sing. Like Alex has only ever heard me sing like a handful of times. Like I don't do that anymore because I'm just so embarrassed. I'm also not like classically trained or anything.
Well,
like,
that doesn't matter.
If I had vocal training, I think I'd be a lot better, but
Well,
I'd say I'm very average.
Listen, we've seen Madonna come back.
Yeah, we have.
I'm still waiting for Rihanna's album. Maybe your return is closer
What
than you think.
was your stage name, Steph?
It was just my name, like Stephanie Max. That's what it is.
Stephanie Max is a good name.
I started going down the rabbit hole of your YouTube video, so I'll leave you
Great.
alone. Yeah, I'll leave.
I think this is great. There is that funny story that some comedian had where Kanye West this happened in Toronto too, but a comedian talked about it. And Kanye was like, he was promoting his new album, but he would bring everybody to like a concert, and everybody thought they were getting a Kanye concert. It was just him pressing play on like a Bluetooth speaker, listening to his new album.
Yeah, I remember that video.
And so there was a comedian that talked about that, but it happened all over North America. And I know people that were there for the Toronto one. And Kanye was like, he would just stand there and like look at you. And so like it would have been awkward for the artist, but in this case, it was awkward for just everybody in the audience, and Kanye felt completely at home.
Something I do not understand.
I don't either.
You can play your album anytime for us, Stephanie.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
We're ready. We're ready. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, Steph, thanks for being brave. That was great. I love that.
Producer Stef.
Now, let's get to some questions. What are we dying to know this week? Got some good questions. Love this. So first one, I'm asking this for fun. From G, Adam and Jax often talk about their past marriages. Are they able to explain what happened?
Yeah, let's put the questions on you guys. What happened with your past marriages?
Sometimes things just don't work, man. That's okay.
Sometimes things don't work and people are different.
Yeah, they go separate ways.
Yeah, they go separate ways.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I think that's a funny question, though, especially after what we just did to Steph.
Live, laugh, learn.
We
Yeah.
deserve that.
We do deserve that. Live, laugh, learn. Yeah.
Any good blind date stories?
Oh,
I'll jump in with one. I got one.
you got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to
So
us.
it was, and I feel bad. This person was very, very nice. I don't even that she would even remember what my name was, but I was set up with somebody, believe it or not, through my mom. And
Oh, I believe it.
believe it.
they were like, you guys are in the same industry.
Yeah.
And you probably get along, whatever, great. And I remember going out with this person, and sometimes when you're on a first date, it really clicks. And other times you're on a first date and there's just something's missing. You're
Yeah.
trying, the person's great. You don't have her. Anyway, the only thing for 2 dates that we really talked about was Game of Thrones. And I was like, there's got to be more to this than Game of Thrones. So we just kind of, I think I ghosted her, and I feel sort of bad about it. She was very, very nice, but we just never, and it's not like she came after me going, hey, wait a second, like we should give this a shot. I think she kind of knew too. But yeah, that was my blind date stories. We could only talk about Game of Thrones. It was really embarrassing.
It killed her off. Like the
I
show
don't think
killed
I was
everyone
that.
off.
I don't think I was that much of a catch. You know what I mean? Like early on my early 20s, I feel like I was.
Adam.
No. I mean it in like a. Maybe I was a fine catch, but I wasn't like suave. I didn't have any moves. I had no game, so I was probably very awkward.
Adam, I glitch out when I meet people. Like
Do ya?
I'm terrible on dates.
Are you really?
Especially like first dates.
That
And
I
look at
don't
us.
think people would expect that of you.
Oh, I get weird. Sometimes I'll even say, I'll be like, I need you to know that I'm gonna get real weird, and like just you take the lead. Like that's
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
I have to. But Adam, look at us. Even though we have done terrible blind dates and I glitch out, we had one unsuccessful marriage. So look at us go, There we go.
You got that
That's
far.
good.
We got past the line.
Yeah.
I've gone past the line twice. I'm married again.
Hey, there
How
you go.
about that,
Yeah,
huh?
there you
It can,
go.
it can happen. It can happen more than once. One last question. Okay, so I love this one. If someone went through your liked songs on Spotify, what would they think about what you're going through? I love this.
It would be just like they'd be like, that Jax really likes to dig deep with the heavy bass, or like really cry.
Really cry. So you go really hard party or really hard cry.
Really hard party. Really, yeah. I love like a deep bass line, but then I love like Am I on the Coast, and it's whimsical. You know, I want to cry. Should we listen to Bon Iver?
We're glorifying your life, and you're in a movie.
Yes, life is a movie. I want to weep while I drive and maybe crash my car because I can't see.
I like that. Steph, what about you?
They would think I'm a 23-year-old going through a really, really tough breakup.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I just listen to sad girl pop.
I am divorced dad rock, but divorced dad rock from a previous generation, because I'm not as into 90s and early 2000s rock. I was very much into 60s, 70s, 80s. That's stuff I'm into. So
Bob Seger.
I love Bob Seger.
Yeah.
I saw Bob Seger live. But yeah, no, I'm kind of into that era of rock music, and I haven't really changed. I've tried throughout the years. The only other thing I really got into, I love house and I love dance music, so I do like that, but I just haven't really ever been able to move it forward. And rock music for me, kind of like a lot of it's kind of disappointing. There's a few bands that are really good, but nothing compares to that energy that it used to have.
Finger 11.
Not Finger 11 were great. They were nice guys.
I loved Finger 11.
Yeah.
I used to love Finger 11. And you want to know something? When I was a young girl, I thought, if only I could move to Ontario. When I was like 12, 13, because on Much Music, I saw that, like, I think Finger 11 were from here.
They were probably on Much
Fire.
on Demand or something.
Yeah, I was listening to Much loud, and I was like, I got to get out of this place. I've got to go to Ontario.
And you did.
And then Avril was from here too, and I thought, everybody's from Ontario. And then I came here. And I haven't met any of them.
I'm sure. Hey, if Finger 11 are watching this, Jax would really like to meet you.
I love them. They were great.
They were great.
Like,
they were a great band.
Bopping.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Recommendations before we go on this show. What are we listening to, loving? What are we into?
Okay, I just started it, but Steve Carell's new show, Rooster. I started
Is
that
it
last night.
good?
How is that?
It's good. Yeah, it's Steve Carell doing anything is good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter, which is nice. Yeah.
I
What about you?
binged all of Big Mistakes with Dan Levy.
Oh, how
on
was
Netflix.
Was it worth it?
Because you said to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good.
It is worth
It's
it. Okay.
really funny. It's like kind of dark, but like they make it so comedic.
Yeah.
It was a great show, and it
There's
sets you up for a second season.
Really good juxtaposition there between him and the character that plays his sister.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel frantic? That's what I've heard. The only feedback on it, it's like the
It's not like the
pacing of it.
bear, is it?
No,
Like
no, I don't
It's
think
not
so.
not the bear level, but yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I hear it's fantastic.
But it's
though.
really good. It's really funny.
Okay. I need
Can
to
I
watch all
ask
of it.
you guys about? Do you guys like the bear?
I've never watched it because it made me feel crazy.
Yeah, I watched the first season and I couldn't like finish the second.
I couldn't either.
It's very anxiety driven.
Yeah.
It is, and I just don't. I already live with that. I don't
I
need
know.
that.
My
I don't need
ex-wife was
more
like,
of that.
why can't you watch it? Does it make you feel like, and I was like, uneasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of
yeah.
people feel that way though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. And I listen. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me.
No, it's a great show.
People
but
love it. Everyone's watching The Pit, and I feel the same
my
way with
mother
that.
is obsessed.
Everyone is
Everybody
watching The
loves
Pit.
The Pit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
my
need to
mom.
get
First
on
off, my
that.
mom's from Pittsburgh, so of course there's already that.
Yeah.
But also, she just thinks she's like, it's a great show. And I'm a medical drama guy. I'm not a medical drama guy.
It makes me feel like I have cancer when I watch the show. No. But like sorry. Like Grey's
'Cause
Anatomy.
it makes you
yeah,
feel so close to it.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy. When I'm watching it, I was like, well, I start diagnosing myself with stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like calling my mother because she's a nurse. I'm like, well, I learned, and she's like, are you watching that show again? It's not good for me. A hypochondriac. Yeah.
I got you.
Mhm.
I got you. Yeah, that's where people are on Google or ChatGPT now,
Yeah.
Googling their symptoms or
I've got everybody trying to hit me up for my Crave account though right now for The Pit because I still have the Crave
Yeah.
account. They forgot. Maybe I shouldn't say this.
You still have a Crave account. Good for you. That's great.
Belle forgot to cut us off when we left.
That's funny. Hey, that's great. Keep that going as long as you can. For me, okay, I'm going Bravo here. Real Housewives, Rhode Island, brand new show. They'd never done it before. And it's so funny because Rhode Island is such a distinct, like,
Yeah.
it's almost Jersey Shore-like.
Yeah.
And the cast is incredible. And it's such a departure from what like I grew up with, which is, we're pretty waspy.
Yeah.
And like the Rhode Island, they let it all hang out.
Hell
Everybody's
yeah.
tan, fake boobs, big lips.
Anybody
And-
getting a DUI? Let's go.
Oh, they've got priors for sure.
Dewey
There's some
divas.
Deweys, for
Yes,
sure.
spy. Yes, spy.
That's why they all show up in Cadillac Escalades being driven by somebody
That's
else
right.
now.
Yeah.
But it's actually, if you're in a reality show, if you're into that sort of stuff, It's really, really good. Compelling, like from the get-go. Some shows you can tell they don't have it. This show's got it.
Okay. Well, I need to watch it.
I don't know that you will, but
I
listen,
probably
I'm
won't.
your reality show person here
Yeah,
on the show.
reality
It's
guy.
weird, but I love him.
I like it.
Okay, so we will see you guys all next week. I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget, if you got a friend that might like this show, definitely recommend it to them.
We would
Word
love
of
to
mouth
make
is how
new
we spread.
friends. Yeah, we want to make
Yeah.
new friends. So maybe if your friend wants to be our friend, we could both be friends.